What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you will receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's get right into it. And this story takes us once again to the Los Angeles County Jail, replete with turmoil and violence and volatile individuals. And there in 2015 entered Lil Sodi from A-Trade Gangster. Also there was Newborn Sodi from A-Trade Gangster. So What from Avalon, and Newborn Sodi used to hang out all the time. Newborn Sodi is my little partner. He's a strong individual, a young dude who was putting in work on behalf of the A-Trade Gangsters. And when Lil Sodi got there, he and I bumped heads slightly. I thought that he was a bit extra'd out. Lil Sodi, also known as the A-Trade Gangster mascot, is dark-skinned, very skinny, sort of tall. He's resting in peace now. I believe that Lil Sodi was leaving an A-Trade Gangster function and passed away in a car accident. And I was very sad to hear that, because he is such a strong dude and a good individual. He was a good man, was Lil Sodi. Now, again, at the time that he had entered the Los Angeles County Jail, I didn't know any of this. I had not heard of him. I introduced myself to him, and he introduced himself to me, and he had a very stern, serious look on his face. Like, oh, all right, Groove. Yeah, I'm whoopty-whooper. I'm like, all right, damn, I told you where I'm from Hoover. We straight. Why you still, got this persona on? And I always believed that people who walked around with a certain bravado was compensating for something, hiding a part of them that were smaller. And so they were exacerbating this part of them to make it look bigger, to compensate for some deficiency. And this is a take that I had at first on Lil Sodi. He just seemed too serious for me, and the way that he walked around with a very serious look on his face at all times. He had a certain gangster walk, and he didn't talk to a lot of people, and I wasn't sure about him. I was just fucking with Newborn Sodi at first for a while. But then me and Lil Sodi, after we had a few conversations about black history, about gangs in Los Angeles and etc., I realized that he was a very intelligent brother, and that, he loved and respected his gang, and that he was just representing his gang, but that he had a respectable intelligence, and that the way that he carried himself with a stern, serious look on his face at all times was just him. That's just how some people are. Some people don't like everybody and don't get along with everybody, and they wear that on their sleeve. And that was really him. And so it was probably wrong of me to judge him early on, because come to find out, he was an admirable dude, was Lil Sodi from A-Trade Gangster. And he and I became pretty close there on the 4,000th floor in the Los Angeles County Jail. Some dude by the name of Motor. I don't know if they called him Motor because he had a motor mouth, perhaps. He entered the 4,000th floor. He was on the 2,000th floor at first. Motor did not gangbang, but he hung out with the gangster car. Now, you will find individuals like this oftentimes in the Los Angeles County Jail, and even there in prison, where they themselves do not necessarily gangbang, or they don't gangbang, but they grew up in a gangbanging environment, and they know some of the people from a certain neighborhood. And based on this knowledge, they, migrate to them behind the walls. And these gangs and these cars and these factions and sections oftentimes accept some of these dudes, even though they do not gangbang. Now, I thought that Motor would eventually get himself in trouble, because he was interfering into gang politics sometimes down there on the 2,000th floor, even though, again, he did not gang bang. But he was pretty much accepted by the A-Trade gangsters and the other gangster car, or just the gangster car in general, down there on the 2000 floor. But now when he entered the 4000 floor, and again, at this juncture, Lil Sodi and I, well, we're pretty close. And I believe newborn Sodi at this juncture had left and went to prison already. And baby So What had left as well and went to prison. Maybe Raccoon from Wissett Ave was there, Gangster from Altadena Block. It was still some characters there. And Lil Sodi, now Motor comes to the 4000 floor out of nowhere from the 2000. He transfers. And when Lil Sodi sees him, Lil Sodi just tell me, bro, this dude got to go. I'm like, well, I know he don't bang or whatever, but he's down there chilling with the gangster card, down there chilling with y'all, down there chilling with the A-Train gang. He's like, nah, man, I got into it with this dude on the street. Now, Lil Sodi never told me what the issue was, and I didn't ask. I tend to mind my business because the less I know, the better. Because if the information get out, you won't be able to say, well, only he knew and he knew and he knew. I won't be one of the ones that knew. I can't tell something that I don't know. You can't accuse me of telling something that I know nothing about. So don't tell me about it. I don't even want to know. That way, my name is not on the short list if things go awry. So I didn't press him for any details. He just told me I got into it with this dude on the street, bro. He know what's up. He know what it is. And it's mandatory that I'm going to confront him. It's mandatory that we got to get out. It's mandatory that it's going to go up with me and him. And I understand this sentiment. I have someone I probably should, well, fuck it. His name is Lowdown. I won't say where he's from, though. Fuck it. I'll keep him asleep. But when I see him, we got to handle that. It's mandatory. He knows what it is. I don't give a fuck what age I am. I don't care what type of time I'm on. When I see this dude, it's going to go up immediately wherever we are for past indiscretions. So I understood exactly what Lil Sodi meant when he said this dude has to leave. We got into it on the street. He knows exactly what it is, bro. It's on. All I can do at this juncture is support my comrade. So I told Lil Sodi, what do you need from me? Because Motor is a big dude, particularly in comparison to Lil Sodi. Motor has some old fake ass afro. He wears hair and little balls and twists it sometimes. Some old raggedy ass beard, but he was a big, husky, like smelly type dude. And Lil Sodi, I feared for him because of his stature. He was small. But again, we all know that it is never the size of the dog that is in the fight. It is the size of the fight that is in the dog. And Lil Sodi had plenty of fight in him. So he just said, bro, at shower time, I'm going to go in there and handle this dude. And that was it. I asked him if he needed a weapon. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to use a weapon on this dude. It may not be necessary. I thought that it might be necessary, again, because of the size difference. And I also knew that Lil Sodi was going to enter his cell with a weapon, being penitentiary minded, being trained in weaponry, and understanding that you don't enter another man's cell not knowing what he has in there without a weapon. Well, that would just be asinine and asking for trouble. So I knew, since Lil Sodi thought like me in many situations, that we thought alike, that I would go in there with a weapon, and I had a feeling he would do the very same thing. But he told me at that time that he wasn't sure if he would even use a weapon. He really just probably go in there and squabble a dude up. I said, okay, fine. We set it up, bro. Shower time, which is when most of the things happen there in Los Angeles County Jail. Now, things happen in the day room, they happen inside of the cell, but oftentimes it's during that rush to the showers with everyone coming out upon a tier. The police can only keep up with so much, and people run inside of the cells then and handle business easily and always get away. So shower time is a hotbed for violence. And shower time was upon us. And the plan, well, it was in place. I get the sales pop, or the sales was going to pop for showers anyway. We had created diversion, and Lil Sodi would run down the tier. He was towards the end of the cell, or towards the end of the tier was this motor mouth, and he would run down there and run into the cell and take care of business. I told him I would come down there and stand guard, just to watch his back in case he needed me. He didn't even really want me to do that, because he just wanted to go in there and take care of it. He didn't want to make it seem like this was going to be a pack out or whatever. This was personal. He wanted to handle this himself, which I appreciated, which was admirable on Lil Sodi's part. But I couldn't stand for something that happened to him down there in the cell, and I wasn't there, and then I have to answer to that. Why was the young homie down there by himself, and you out here working or whatever, and you went down there watching his back? I can't tell something. Well, he told me not to watch his back. No, who wants to hear that? If something really goes wrong, and I explained it a little, bro, I'm going down there. I'm going down there. I can't let you just go down there. I can let you go down there and handle your business, but I'm going. I won't come in, but I'm going down there. And we marched down the tier. They cracked the cells, and Lil Sodi, well, without hesitation, he ran inside and started swinging on the dude. Now, Motor, he acted like he didn't know what the hell was going on. He acted like he didn't know that he had this coming. He acted surprised and shocked. He like, man, what's up, man? What you rushing me for, bro? Well, Lil Sodi, what's up? He knew who he was, though. Lil Sodi, man, like, you know what's up, man. And he just rushing him, bro. Now, Motor Mouth, eventually, he started swinging back. Because at first, he was just thrown off guard. And was ducking and trying to cover his face. And Lil Sodi was on him, popping him. But then he started to swing back, and he caught Sodi with a good one, because he a big dude. But the cell door was open. They never closed the cell door. The cell door was open. And I'm right there, and I'm about to run. I'm close to running in there. I'm close. But I want Lil Sodi to handle this himself. He wanted to handle it himself. And, you know, he just took a good punch, but he ain't down on the ground. He ain't leaking or anything like that, or I'd have been in there, regardless of what he said before. But as I'm thinking about running inside, Lil Sodi, like quick draw McGraw, came out of nowhere and produced a weapon. He had it hidden in his hand. I don't even know where the hell he pulled it out from. I swear, to this day, I don't know where the hell he got the weapon from. He was that fast. And I'm right here watching the whole thing. And he started swinging a weapon upon Motor's face area. He hit him a couple times, bro. You know, and Motor's grabbing his face like, man, come on, man, for real. Now, he didn't see the weapon, and he knows that he's being hit. He's trying to grab Sodi and get him up off of him. You know, and I can't stop it at this point. It didn't went too far. But I don't want Sodi to unalive him up in here and catch another type of case like that. Now, if he stops now, I can get him back out the cell, and everything will just be left like that. And that's what he did. Lil Sodi, as he was down there on the ground, basically straddling the dude, he got up and basically ran down the tier, ran down his cell, flushed the weapon, cleaned himself up, and that was the end of it. And Motor was gone. Motor Mouth had disappeared after that. And Lil Sodi, you know, he didn't want to be there in the module with the dude and said that he had to go. Again, I don't know what happened on the street. But whatever happened, Lil Sodi was adamant that the dude could not stay. Him being the young homie, I just supported him, bro. And that was it. But I didn't get involved. I didn't have to get involved. Sodi took care of business on his own. It was fast. It was quick. He went in there. He was squabbling at first. Dude hit him with a couple of punches. Sodi was getting him at first because dude was just sort of in surprise. Didn't see it coming. But once he gathered himself and decided to go ahead and start defending himself, he was a big dude, and he caught Sodi with a couple of them. And right when I was about to get in there, Sodi produced a weapon. When he produced the weapon, well, he took care of business with the weapon. But this is the Los Angeles County Jail. It's replete with violence and turmoil. Black on black violence, black on black crime. But again, in this situation, apparently it was justified, at least as far as Lil Sodi was concerned. So rest in peace to Lil Sodi, man, the H-Ray Gangster mascot. It pains me to know that he passed away. Just like it pains me to know of all the brothers that I've learned that have passed away since I've been doing this channel, like Heavy D from Grape Street. You know, I didn't even know that he had passed away. I'm doing a story about him. I didn't know that he had passed. It was someone else I did a story about, and some other people was telling me in the comments, I mean, he passed away. I'm like, man, damn, I didn't even know that he had passed. You know, the senseless violence, man. I don't know what happened with Heavy D. And again, with Lil Sodi, apparently it was a car accident. But so many people that are Cheeseball. Somebody was telling me the Cheeseball had passed away. I didn't know that Cheeseball had passed away, you know, from Bounty Hunter. So, you know, rest in peace to Lil Sodi. I hate whatever happened to him, a car accident. As I said, I believe. I hate that it happened. Maybe y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about the car accident, if that's how he passed. But from my understanding, or I believe I heard that somewhere that he had passed in a car accident. I just know that he passed away. That much I know for sure. With Tiny Solo, I wasn't sure which Solo it was, and which one had passed away. But with Lil Sodi, I'm 100% sure that it's Lil Sodi and that he did pass away, unfortunately. And rest in peace to Lil Sodi from H-Ray Gangster, a strong individual, a serious, a stern individual, the H-Ray Gangster mascot, and carried himself like a man and gangster at all fucking times. Rest in peace to the homie. I'll be back. And in the meantime, stay free, people.